Danse, one of the most common questions I get asked is why I have long hair and why I wear my hair in braids. I was taught that as Indigenous people, our hair is an extension of our spirit, and to always braid my hair with positive thoughts so I can carry that energy with me throughout the day. It wasn't long ago my people were forced to cut their hair in residential schools, so I braid my hair to honor my ancestors.
Things didn't become complete until they received their hair. Hair had a very special spiritual significance in Africa. Many African cultures saw the head as a center of control, communication, and identity in the body. Hair was regarded as a source of power that personified the individual and could be used for spiritual purposes. Since it rests on the highest point of the body, hair itself was a means to communicate with divine spirits, and it was treated in ways that were thought to bring good luck or ward off evil. According to authors Ayana Bird and Laurie Tharps, communication from the gods and spirits was thought to pass through the hair to get to the soul. In the Cameroon, for example, medicine men attached hair to containers that held their healing potions in order to protect the potions and enhance their effectiveness.
Actually is a source of spiritual energy for us. And when we take our hair, tie it in a knot at our dasam dwar, at our crown chakra, it brings that spiritual energy into our whole being. So does that mean that it's more spiritual to have long hair than to have a shaved head? Because many spiritual traditions actually completely shave the head of the initiates. And no, you can't say that one is more spiritual than the other, but it's different types of energy. So when you completely shave your head, your spiritual energy goes interior. Your spiritual energy is focused inward, and you develop a deep inward strength. But the Khalsa path, the Khalsa Rahet, and the hukum of the Khalsa is not to be living on a mountaintop, is to not to be a yogi in a cave. The Khalsa hukum is to be in service to humanity. And so our long hair brings us spiritual energy in action. It's spirituality of action, and the hair serves us in that way. So this is why the Khalsa Panth wears our hair long and uncut. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
But through the influence of Kabbalah, which is the mystical teachings, there was a notion, it's hard to explain it rationally, that somehow the hairs are like a conduit, like a wire that connects you with divine wisdom. So you don't want to cut the reception. So according to, so many Hasidim have this concept, they will not touch the side locks, because again, the side locks, the sideburns, are what connect the brain, the mental and spiritual part of me, to my physical functions. It's the connector. You don't want to sever that connection.
Now, you don't cut your hair because even a small disturbance, you can feel it. You become sensitive to it because you've reached the peak. Now, even a small change, you can feel it so strongly. As you become more and more sensitive, every little thing you notice, isn't it? So, now you don't cut. It also preserves certain things within you. It helps. Generally, if you had real long hair, you would tie it and put it right up there so that it's like a stopper for you. If you already do not know this, 90% of the enlightened beings, their moment of enlightenment and moment of leaving the body is same. When they reach the peak, when they realize, they also leave. They don't retain the body. Only those people who have certain mastery over the life process, who know the tricks of the body, only such a person can retain the body. Otherwise, moment of enlightenment and moment of leaving the body is always same. When you retain the body, it's a everyday balancing act to keep the body going. So every possible means you use just to stabilize the body, because your energies have hit the peak. They don't want to stay in the physical case, they want to go. but you have some.
الأرض مهادا والجبال أوتادا وخلقناكم أزواجا وجعلنا نومكم سباتا وجعلنا الليل لباسا
Behin siri payog dilena Sakala kunindik vilubin seduna Simra chatra siri rind bebelena
Antenna in plural form. And what's going on here is gathering energy from the universe in order to stimulate higher levels of consciousness and creativity. The here, man. Wow. Here is a natural extension. Follow this, man. Here, right here. The etymology, them people do not play the man. Right here, right here. Here is a natural extension of the nervous system and is said to transmit important information to the brain. It is also believed to balance the entire electromagnetic field in your body, which in turn can help you to increase your life force, vitality, and intuition. All of that is happening with your hair. All right.